down on a bed of roses. I do try to time that, so I'm mid-verse when I go live. I also intend to get some chalk in a big bowl. Mr. Beast videos, he's very clear about what he's going to do. He uses great captions. Yeah, Mr. Beast, it's really good. I don't want to be a YouTuber, in part because I'd have to compete with people like Mr. Beast. And Mr. Beast is a psychopath. Like I say, it's the biggest compliment I can give. I don't want to do that. But I would like to imitate LeBron James, and before or as I go live, or use some special effects. It's game time. Not much in this stream. I want to do 2 or 3 things. Most importantly, I'm sure Max played me back. Maxwell always gets first priority. Yo, where are my games at chess.com? Let's not do this. Are you salty because I didn't renew my membership? I'm salty because I have the stupid ads. What is happening here? Where are my challenges at? Chess.com. Are we not friends anymore? I'm going to keep talking crap on the Hans Niemann thing. It's too far. Doesn't mean you need to play mind games with me and hide my challenges. What the hell is happening? No alerts? I'm being blacklisted like Hans Niemann was? For no reason? No good reason? Okay, well, while my mind recovers from that, I am curious. This was last stream. So what is that? That is games. Okay, so that's games today and being played at the moment. Oh, where does it show it? Okay, 59. Okay, so Elite Chess goes by players. And it doesn't show the games played. See, I love that. I really like that. I haven't been hanging out in Microsoft like I used to. Okay, so it keeps the hyperlink completely irrelevant. Where's values? It's got to be it, yeah. Okay, so Elite Chess goes by games in play, and what is that chess.com? Playing now. So they go by. I don't know if that means it's players playing now or games being played now. I'm assuming it's games. Let's say it's games. So a lot fewer. And then games today. Elite Chess doesn't even show games today, which I like. Because it's not about how many games get played. 59,000 players. Okay, so times 2. So yeah, that is. I just double that. Why would you show both of them like chess players can't do basic multiplication? Though why isn't it exactly double? I guess some people might be playing a robot or doing puzzles. I wouldn't show that personally, but I like Elite Chess overall. Okay, so chess.com is about 140,000 are being played now. It's not that much bigger. It's 4 to 5 times bigger. I guess so. Size versus chess.com. Nah, yeah, at certain levels, maybe. Either way, I don't care. The biggest differentiator to me, for my purposes of online chess, is people aren't going to cheat on Lead Chess because chess.com is the benchmark online. And if someone does cheat, I don't care. Whereas if I lose a game on chess.com, it matters. It's my online rating, especially until I get really solid over the board, at least over 1800. My online rating means a lot because I'm still very much an amateur until 1800. I'll get there, but not yet. I'm 28,000th in the world. See, that's ridiculous that I'm 28,000th in the world. Over the board, I don't know what my FIDE rating would put me at globally. I could look it up. I'm 1489 FIDE, which once I return, I'll be closer to 1600, maybe better. But not 100,000th. I wouldn't expect. It shows you how inflated online numbers are. But 99.8 percentile still looks real good. How? And then 18,000th is just absurd. It's just stupid. Why can't I play people back chess.com? What is happening? 1 second. I can't clear cache because I'm assuming it would kill my live stream after I disconnect from YouTube. This is not going my way so far. Good morning. It's my morning. It's the next best thing to clearing cache is open an incognito browser. What is that even? Why? Where are my challenges at? It's not hard to ruin my morning. I've said this many times. I'm a pretty happy, charismatic person as long as my morning goes well. You're going to throw off my momentum. Chess Mafia. Don't accuse me of putting anal beads up my ass. Just have someone break into my apartment and knock on my door while I'm waking up. Okay, so can I get to him this way? Seems buggish. I don't like that at all. I think I'm just going to keep making pawn moves. Online chess is great for practice. Okay, so you can go here, here. Keep me from castling, which is kind of, well, I guess you can't because I'll just go there, but once you start pushing G3, it gets sloppy. But whatever. We'll just be ready for the G3 push. Not overly worried about my daily games. I want to beat this guy. He's a cocky Canadian, and I've said it many times on stream before Canada gets fired up. Dayton said this, that amateur chess player. He said this about Canadians. Forget about the Trump tariffs. I'm pissed. I love Canadians. Canadians are my favorite people. Aside from America, I got to know Canadians the most when I worked in the corporate world. They were the kindest. They were very bright in many fields. Even though I didn't work with Canadian techies much, the business people wanted to learn tech. They're ambitious go-getters. I like Canadian people a lot. But this guy does not fit the mold of most Canadians, though I respect him. He's weirdly competitive. And what I mean by that is we're both not very good at chess. And he's commented some very ruthless things. I don't know if it's to get in my head or what, but I'm just a little suspicious of him. Let's just control a little bit more. Yeah, so that's just going to control center. Peter. His name's Peter. All right, Big J. Big J's moving up, baby. Let's go. What's he at now? 12. Okay, 12-15. I guess maybe his daily is just a little higher than his rapid. I was going to say I didn't remember him being that high rated, but he will be. He's got a lot of potential. He's calm. His demeanor is chessy, and he's got a freaking bio. Let's go, Big J. Played more without having many people, too, that are interested in playing in person. Oh, meet me at the chess club, Big J. Belleville. I've given Ubers to Belleville. It's not far. Boom, 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 boom. Now tell me what you want to do when there ain't nowhere to run. Judgment comes for you. Judgment comes for you. Now tell me what you gonna do. Ain't nowhere to run. Where to hide? Dead souls. It's for Wally, easy, see Uncle Charlie. Little boo, guys got him. And I'm gonna miss everybody. I done roll with blows like A's. Looking at Wally lay and pray, but that lay and pray. But Destiny played too deep for me to stay. The last came to me, told me he shouldn't cease with it. Prepared me, my grand. You can't follow me. God bless. I know this part better. God bless you. Work on the plan to heaven. Follow the Lord out 24/7 days. God is who we praise, even though the devil's all up in my face, but he keeping me safe and in my place. Say grace to the gates we raise without a chance to face a judge. Then I guess my soul won't budge. Grudge because there's no mercy for those. Oh, what can I do? It's all about our family and how we roll. Can I get a witness? Let it unfold. Living our lives. What's that say? We're living our lives to eternal our souls. I thought it was we living our lives straight till it unfolds. Hey, hey, hey. And we pray and we pray and we pray and we pray. And we pray and we pray every day, every day. So, now follow me, Rostro. Whether it's hell or it's heaven, come let's go take a visit to the people that's long. No, there is what it is there. Speaking with their family. Exactly. How many days we got lasting? While you laughing, we're passing away. God rest our souls, 'cause I know I might meet you up at the crossroads. Yeah, no, your forever God love them bone those, babe. Now Easy's long gone. Really wish you would come home. When it's time to die, I gotta go bye-bye. All little thug could do was cry, cry. Why they kill my dog there, man? I miss my Uncle Charles, yeah. And he shouldn't be gone in front of his home. What they did up, boot was wrong. Oh, so wrong. It was so wrong. Gotta hold on, gotta stay strong. When the day comes, better believe on. Gotta show that you can lean on, lean on. Chorus. Crossroads. That was one of the remixes I had in mind. Instead of Crossroads, I was going to change it to Chess Club. See you at the chess club so you won't be lonely. At the chess club so you won't be lonely. That's how I ask chess people out on chess dates. Romantically dating? No. I wouldn't date a chess player. I need to get a clip of that. There's a, I don't know if it's an interview of the Botez sisters. I believe it was Little Miss Botez. Would you date a chess player? She goes, no. And then there was a guy reacting to the video and he throws his water or something like, oh, I won't be dating the Botez sisters. And I want to do that. But for me, all my smooth lines, all my what I call musical rants where it's like a remix, but I talk in between verses. You know, would you like to play a game of chess with me? How boring is that? What if I sang that to you while freestyling, erasing parts of the verse and freestyling it to make it about chess? And then I ask you to play chess with me. And does he like me? Does he like me? Nope. I really want to play a chess game. Oh! I also thought it'd be hilarious when my cousin Ashton visits next time. And Ashton's a handsome dude. have like a fan blowing on me and Ashton. Grow out our hair a little bit, so we're sitting there back to back like the Botez sisters do, and acting all sexy, and then get the cameraman to be distracted, and a pretty woman walks by, and the camera goes to him, and I'll say, "What are you doing?" Lord, getting the pretty girl. Sorry, I like get Ashton's good side, and the cameraman will say, "His good side." I'll say, "Yeah, look, I'm not saying that Ashton's good side is as hot as that model's good side, but I am saying Ashton's good side compared to her bad side. You got to give it to Ashton, right? He's hot." That'll be an introduction to. I'm not going to call it Car Live because I don't really want to stream anyway, but that'd be hysterical. Okay. That's one thing I wanted to do. The other thing was figure out exactly how much bigger chess.com is than Lichess. And I want to briefly look at these games that I had. This was a bad job by me. Just lost focus. Slav structure is great. It's always lovely. You should take that. I was winning big. Yeah, it's a mistake. Obviously, I saw that, and that's all you got to do to get to my level, which 99.8 percentile in the world in online chess. And I'm telling you, I can get people there just by doing. That's all the types of things you got to see, and you don't have to see them every time. That's a pretty simple one. And here, it's tempting to just pull the knight back. These are little things that are not difficult. I'm going to ruin the pawn structure, and then I just need to teach people, see, like, that's not a good move. It's fine. It's fine. Just don't burn time on it. All I got to do is teach people. And I got some smart friends. I already know who I want. I want them all, but I already know my first choices. Yeah, because I'm going to want that square for my knight. Makes sense. Makes a lot of sense. It would be, I struggle to call outside files outpost squares, or say that there's an outpost square on a outside file, but technically it's the truth. And those are little moves, and it might, if one up to my games, even a grandmaster, they'd be like, he sees those pretty well. He sees pretty consistently. Yeah, but I've trained myself. I've trained myself to do so. I've trained myself to always anticipate +2 mainly, but there's a lot of ways where it's almost like a magic trick. Yeah, and why not activate or control a file? Why? That's a passive move. It's a little bitch move, and it ended up costing me. But I just figured it was gonna be so easy. And here, just absolute laziness, because I wasn't seeing the bishop coming. Maybe it's a minor bad habit that online chess has created. If there's not a pawn to be taken and there's no immediate threats of mate or losing major pieces, I'm like, fuck it. I'm not even calculating a bishop just wasting away there, because I know I see no risk. But then there is a risk if I don't make the correct moves, because now I lose my rook. So it was so easy. I didn't even use time on this either, and I'm winning by so much. All I had to do, look at that swing there. Look at that swing. How embarrassing. So -2, and I think I was a little more ahead. Okay, so how much ahead am I? I'm not ahead by as much as I thought. But still, it's real simple. Real simple. Give the bishop away. And of course, then if check, then I can pull my bishop back and save it. But then you'll take, or you should. I don't know why it does this. So then you take, and then, yeah, I don't know that it matters a ton. Probably wants me to take with my king. Yeah. Well, I would have to not use my rook, so it's either knight or it would be either, yeah. Then, yeah, and the reason for that is like let's say I use knight. Yeah, sure, I cover that check. but also I'm sure what it's not. Well, no, because then my knight would cover there, so that's fine too. I don't know. The knight is very much worse at all, if any. Yeah, whatever. I get your point, but okay. So I just blundered that game away by being lazy, and then I'm pissed off. Still good learning. This was the game that got me over 2,000 on Lichess and Blitz. Did I play as white? I made it, so I guess I did. Okay. Yeah. Now, a lazy way to win online chess games at the lower levels: always remove a pin. That's my number one rule. A pin relieved is more valuable than a pin acquired or kept. Always. Period. Grandmasters would kill me, but I would grow their game by building momentum, even if it's not always the proper way. Bad habits are more fixable than most, or more easily fixed than I'd say most coaches would like to consider. But momentum is hard to get and harder to keep. Remove the pins every time. At a high level, though, there's more benefits than just the following reason. Removing a pin might seem defensive, but it makes the opponent act. Don't make a mistake. Make the opponent make a mistake. Always, always, until they know how to play chess. And though I'm in the 99.8 percentile on chess.com, apparently, I still strongly believe until about my level, there's going to be enough mistakes that aren't too difficult to see. Yeah, and here's my error. Of course, this is speed chess now. But yeah, take that. That way the knight moves, doesn't have a check. If it goes there, then I simply bring my knight back and save it. So what I'm saying is I was lazy. I figured you wouldn't take that move. It's not a good move. Maybe I anticipated a little too much. Okay, so then let's say you try to save your knight, which I'm assuming, yeah, anything you do here, you're going to lose your knight. So let's say you try to save your knight, which would not be wise, I don't think. Where would it go? Shit! It's driving me insane. So if your knight went to H or F, assuming my knight took, I would just bring my knight back, and I would have a piece. So you can't really do that. But again, speed chess, I didn't make the correct choices. And it's lazy, just getting my knight there, but I didn't even pay attention that knight could already threaten me. No, but it's okay, babe. My dog's in my booth with me. Of course. And this is something that I am pretty proud of. Well, not the way it's going currently. But playing these out and defending much better. And this is, and again, this is speed chess. So I saw when I lost my piece and I knew the queen was going to attack, my bishop is going to be able to defend this. I'm anticipating well. I'm not worried about that. I'm going to make you beat me, and you still should. And now you're getting a little too creative. Just do it. And yeah, the best move is take the rook. Make them make decisions. Probably going to lose anyway here. Okay. Fight. And now suddenly I'm only down the equivalent of about a minor piece. Okay, bad move. If I make that move, I'm assuming it's still about -3. Yeah, that's not what happened. Yeah, you got to prevent me from having a way to escape, and that's why I guess the engine like that pawn push. Okay, so you want me to go there, but I'm trying to beat a human. Oh, I'm trying to be perfect. Oh. See, and now you cut your queen off, and giving me what I said you can't give me, which is escape options. And my rook is going to keep your rook from doing any damage to me on the open file. So I'm just really in good shape. Yep. I don't want to give you any openings, of course. And then check. And if that check happens, I guess I would have taken. What would I have done if that check happens? I don't know. I didn't look at it because the opponent was incompetent. Yeah, just keep running. Okay. Okay. So now, yeah, you have to go there. Wait, yeah, because you have the check. That's what it would have been. So here, and then let's say I go run. G8. Yeah, so now you have it covered. Now you have the two mates covered, and you're better. And this is where I say, like when people were kissing Tyler One's ass, I'm not. There's a real difference in winning online chess games and being actually decent at chess. I'm not saying good at chess, just even decent. Like, how do you not find that? You weren't out of time. So to blow that lead, even a non-titled player would never ever. I'm talking a 1700 at the club would never blow that ever, not one time. Even in speed chess, that's pathetic. And this is a 2000. I think this opponent was rated higher than 2000 online. And chess.com, I personally believe, as the internet was saying, lead chess might even be more inflated than chess.com. I don't think so. I think chess.com is amazingly inflated, more so than lead chess, more so than even professional streamers. I haven't heard a professional streamer who has even come close to my perspective on how inflated chess.com numbers are. Like, take the most out there stream. Oh, chess.com so inflated compared to over the board, and everyone, of course, agrees. And my opinion will be far more. Chess.com is more inflated compared to over the board and even lead chess than any streamers will think. Okay, so those are my two games. I'm not going to play one. I sang to Big J Curtis. I replied to my challenges. I analyze my battles. Let's get real deliberate. I am on lead chess over 2,000, which means I can play in the cool arenas. Well, except for rapid. So we'll get my rapid up. We'll play in the fun 2,000 arenas, make me feel like a cool kid. I'm going to avoid chess.com, possibly for the remainder of the year. That way my rating will loosen. I will have attended more lectures at the St. Louis Chess Club. Hopefully, my UCF rating will be 1,800-ish. And I'll just come back to online chess and set records. Oh, but it makes no sense to not do that. It makes no sense to play right now. Lead chess is good enough to prove I'm competent, I mean, it's a good rating. And people that don't really know chess in detail will think I cheated, because most adults don't get that high rated if they didn't play as kids. So my chess.com was suspicious. Here is me live playing on lead chess. The numbers are similar. I'm not cheating. And I will get so much better for the rest of 2025 that I can quickly go to 2,100 on chess.com in early 2026. Why struggle? Why waste my life any more than I already have? It's just time. It's better than a jail sentence or, gambling all my money away. I don't know. There's worse things to happen than wasting time on online chess, but it's also sad how much time I've wasted on online chess. So I do think there have been some good things to come of that, though I've created a few bad habits. All the patterns I've seen, even if I don't consciously remember, they're in my memory bank somewhere. and you can't possibly remember even a fraction of the positions that could happen in chess. It's infinite. So most of it is intuition and building that what I would call kind of subconscious base of knowledge, and hopefully it'll come out when it matters, which is over the board. I'm off to work. Please challenge me on chess.com. I do not take challenges on Lichess. I never will. And I hope you're playing some chess yourself, because I know I will be.